Alright, hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today's video is going to be about my GoPro setup that I use to motovlog and record all of my rides with. I've already gone over the helmet and the Senna and everything like that, but let's just talk about all the stuff that I bring with me on my ride just for my GoPro. So I usually roll with my GoPro Hero 3 Silver. I got two of them on OfferUp that were great deals. I got them from separate owners. They were broken at the time that I purchased them. One of them had a cracked lens, and the other one had a broken Wi-Fi button, which was not a big deal for me because I tested them in the parking lot when I had purchased them. Had gone to purchase them, and they both worked. They both connected to Wi-Fi. They both turned on and everything like that. On my helmet, the way I have it is I have it set up with a little L bracket. One of them is one of the long ones, one of the semi-long ones, and then it's just like kind of a mix of just random GoPro parts to get it to work. Usually some people put it on the front, which would be the easiest, and it gives a pretty good view. But with this helmet, as I mentioned earlier, there's no way you can really stick a GoPro onto there and have it work like everyone else's. But this is how I have it set up. It's in the waterproof case. Of course, it's not waterproof anymore because I had to drill a hole in it to get the USB microphone to work and plug into there. So let's just go ahead and pull it apart piece by piece. The first thing that I have to do is take off my little clip. It's part of the LifeProof series that I have connected to my bike and my phone and my life system and stuff like that. With me, I'm a strong believer in, if you're going to invest into a system, invest completely into it. This is the LifeProof. I think they stopped making them, but I got a set for really cheap. I connect everything to them. So here's my my Spot GPS messenger, and it fits on the same clip and stuff like that. And I have my phone on the same clip. It clips onto my handlebars, but I have everything on the same system, and it just works, So it's a really solid way to connect things. But I have it on there. It acts as a clip to... I have this on here. It acts as a clip to hold the extra wiring just in case for my USB thing. So this isn't wiggling around in the wind. And it also keeps my my housing from unlocking and opening. So even if this part is unlocked, this can't open and fall out. So you have to take the clip off first in order to pull the GoPro out of there. So as I said, this is the GoPro Hero 3 Silver. I always black out all the logos and everything on stuff because I'm not sponsored. I'm not repping anyone, so they're not tossing me any money. And I bought all this stuff with my hard-earned money. So hell, I black everything out. As you probably saw with my Spot GPS messenger, I just pulled a piece of gaffer's tape on there, and then just like that. I don't like repping people, so I just tossed it on there. And it also acts as a way for people to, mind their own damn business. Because if, you see a fat GoPro logo on there, you're going to say, oh shoot, that's a GoPro, versus this where it's just okay, this could be a knockoff camera. It's pretty beat up, so maybe it's not a GoPro, but I kept it on the back housing for some reason, but I did have the tape on there. But yeah, I black out all my logos and stuff like that. Casey Neistat actually does that. He's a vlogger. But hey, if nobody's repping me, I'm not gonna rep them. But anyways, it's just in the waterproof housing. As I said earlier, I had to drill a hole in there so my microphone would fit. Back to the microphone adapter. It's just I think it's a 3.5 to micro USB. Let me go ahead and pull off the waterproof housing there so we can just go ahead and dissect it. This waterproof housing did not fit onto my helmet, my G-Max GM11, without modification to the Wi-Fi button, which was really a pain in the butt to deal with. But I had already drilled a hole in it, so why not just modify the button as well. As you can see, I had to cut off the little plastic retainer on there, and then so now the button is just exposed, because if I didn't, it would interfere with my helmet visor right there. So I just went ahead and pulled it off. So, you know, it's just a simple GoPro Hero 3 housing with one of the life-proof mounts on the back of it. I mean, I've had it on there for, I think, about 5 months so far, and it's holding up, just like everything else they made, just like this clip, still fine, just like my handlebar mounts. It's awesome. Just like on my phone, through some hard use, it works. I'll go ahead and try to leave a link in the description of the life-proof series that I bought. But there you go, there's the GoPro finagling that I had to do with the mounts. So it's a high-rise mount with one extender piece right there, and then another extender piece that brings it up. So that allows me to do all the modification and stuff that I need to in order to get it to fit. Let's go ahead and pull that off of there. Oh shoot, I just broke one of my mounts. Great. So yeah, just cracked my GoPro mount, so that sucks. But you know, hey, now you can actually see what's going on there. That's really unfortunate. I'm glad it happened in the safety of my home rather than on the freeway or anything like that. That's how that works. We might as well transition at this point to all the extra stuff that I have. Because stuff breaks just like that happened, you can't write that. I always have extra GoPro stuff. Like, I have the battery charger that charges 2 batteries at once because GoPros are always dying. I have a ton of extra batteries. I have 3 of them that are always charged. I have a spare case just in case my case cracks. Spare microphone. A bunch of spare mounts and stuff like that in here. I even have a spare GoPro just in case something terrible happens to the one I'm riding with. And I have a ton of mounts and stuff like that in here. This case always goes with me. It always has everything I need to fix or repair my GoPro setup on the road. Because accidents like this happen where the little piece just broke and now that won't clip into my... That's not going to clip into my helmet anymore because that, you know, plastic. Stuff breaks, so be ready for it. In terms of the microphone, I've gone through 2 microphones, and this is just the one that works. It's just like a no brand microphone. The way I have it is that wire, the wire that's right there that you can see runs through my helmet padding, and then I just run it here. Let me tear off some of it. That wire just runs through my helmet padding, and then I just have it gaffer's taped, like, right. It's like hanging loose right here. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, just hanging right in there. I have 2 microphones because the Sena uses one, and then my GoPro uses one. The microphone that I have now, like as I mentioned, is just a no brand one, like from China. Bought it on Amazon, made in China and everything like that. Nothing too crazy. It's not like a Rode microphone or anything like that. But yeah, I just tuck all the extra wiring into my helmet padding, and then I just have the, you know, the plug into the adapter, which then plugs into the helmet. You do have to make sure you get the right adapter because some of the adapters aren't, they don't have the right resistor in there, so your microphone won't be recognized by your GoPro. So make sure you get the right one of those. And of course that's a problem with the Hero 3 and 4, but I think the GoPro Hero 5 has its own like microphone system right now. So some of the lessons that I have with GoPros is crap like this, it happens, it breaks. These mounts, they break. The 3M sticky stuff, that stuff falls off because you have a ton of leverage, like pulling on it, a ton of wind resistance that's pulling on it. So always carry extra. And GoPro batteries suck nuts, man. I've gotten batteries that last as long as like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I've gotten batteries that like are fully charged, they last 30 minutes. So that's why I always carry a grip of them, because you never know when you're going to need them. So I always carry like 3 or 4 of them, and probably the most important part is I always carry a second GoPro just in case this one takes a dump. I have one exactly like it that can replace it. This is an actual waterproof housing. I haven't drilled any holes in it or done any modifications, so I can still use this in the rain. All I have to do is just tuck this one into my jacket and then run the same microphone wire into my jacket, but take video with this and then just sync them up and post it, which is a pain in the butt. But that's also why you don't see any rain videos or videos of me when it's raining. It's because that's a pain in the butt to do, and I don't like to do it because it's inconvenient. The thing about GoPros is, it should be convenient for you to ride with them. It should save you some hassle. Speaking of hassle, always to avoid hassle, always make sure your GoPros are charged. Have a spare one if you need to with an empty card, and always dump your cards when you're done. Dump them onto your computer, format them, and then with that, I always recommend that you have an external hard drive that you save stuff to as like a backup, because GoPros, if you're riding every day and you're recording every day that you ride, you're going to accumulate a ton of files and it's going to take up a lot of space. So, I think I got my 4 terabyte hard drive at Target on sale for like $130 or something like that. Hard drives are getting cheap. And if you want to run with a solid state, you can. But, riding with a GoPro saves me a lot of headache, because I know it's like an awesome contingency if I get into an accident. But look at all of this crap that I have to deal with when I ride. It's worth it and it's not worth it at the same time. I probably have like $500 worth of GoPro stuff sitting right here. But if it's $500 and it saves me from a $10,000 medical bill because somebody hits me, then I will gladly take all of this crap and deal with it, just because I don't want to deal with the hassle of insurance. But look at that. You can't write that. That broke on camera. I don't know if you saw that. That sucks. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment box. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike. And just so you know, that's a G-Max GM11D/S, GoPro Hero 3, GoPro Hero 3, and then I have the life-proof mount on the back. And this is all like replacement GoPro stuff, 3M, no-name microphone. But if you liked the video, give me a like, and thank you so much for watching. And until next time, peace out.